Hey guys, Stag Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. So once again I'm making another video, and once again I'm in my kit. Really wanted to do a gear video on this kit review. Kind of do a thing on my 2024 Minuteman kit that I'm wearing. But things have heated up and escalated over the current ongoing invasion over our border. Texas has stepped up, done what they said they were going to do. They've been securing the border. 25 states are involved, mine included, sending National Guard. There's a truckers convoy of over 700,000 trucks. Or over 7,000 trucks. I just saw it on Twitter, heading that way. Things are heating up and it's getting real. So I do a lot of videos on getting a kit, having a kit, and getting prepared for it. I don't want to have to go fight something. We have leftists. I mean, I'm prepared to do so if I need to, but we have leftist Antifa members and communists calling for a civil war. They're calling for a sitting president to attack and strike American citizens on the border and our military personnel, National Guard personnel. They're calling us insurrectionists, and some are even posting memes of Karl Marx going into battle and saying that they'd be fighting on the side of the Federalists. Battle lines are clearly drawn. And if you don't believe that this is getting real and this could affect you or could kick off, lead to some very bad things, then I've got some beachfront property in Nebraska I'd like to sell you. The fact of the matter is that it's a flashpoint right now, and if you weren't prepared before, or you're not prepared, or you haven't been preparing before all this shit hit the fan, then I don't know what to tell you. I today tried to get my mag to come out, prepare for all situations, to work on radio communication, and nobody showed up. Thankfully, a good friend of mine showed up. He was in town again. He's since moved away due to work, but he came in today. We managed to spend some time, get caught back up. Might be going out with him tonight to get caught up. I don't know. He's in a state that didn't side. He's in a state that sided with the Federalists, and they're a border state as well. We're living through a historical period in time. A lot of people have talked about it. I've brought it up. If your state's one of the 25 that signed on to defend the border with Texas, like mine is, the federal government's waging an economic war now against you. Probably soon going to be waging a full-scale actual war. These are the things that the Constitution was written for. These are the reasons that our founding fathers left. And I'm not calling anyone to action, and I'm not declaring to go do something. So there'll be a disclaimer in the beginning of the video telling you not to do something. But these are the times that try men's souls. These are the very dangerous times, and these are situations that I've been warning you guys about. Nobody's been heeding my warnings. I and others have been talking about this, and we've been discussing and saying that this is likely to happen and this is likely to kick off. And we've been warning you, be it about the invasion of the southern border, about the communist takeover of our government, about how these little things, and communist takeover of our schools, and how these things could kick off, and how this could happen. And we've been mocked, ridiculed, laughed at. And now we have communists calling for actual combat against American citizens who just want our border protected. We have all sorts of situations going on, and we now have to worry about not only the fact that we have terrorist cells and cartels that have crossed into our country, and that'll spread their violence. We have to now worry about our own government and people in our government calling for it. We have our own government waging economic warfare by shutting off the natural gas ports and exports on it. They made their statement, veiled it in, oh, this is to combat climate change. Truth is, all the ports that they're attacking are in those red states. All the exporting hubs are in those red states, especially Texas. One of the largest ones being one of the first ones they targeted. So we have our federal government performing economic warfare. While also calling outright that they're going to actively engage in warfare against people that just want the damn border closed. They allowed a terrorist who was released from an Azerbaijani jail, and he's the head of an Azerbaijani terrorist organization. He just walked across the border in Arizona. Border Patrol did nothing. FBI did nothing. They've now just admitted that 18 people on the terrorist watch list have been released into the interior of the country. Or some have been apprehended and arrested. Are you paying attention yet? Are you actively paying attention? It's not going to be on your local police forces or on your local sheriffs or on you to defend your community when things kick off. And for the lefties to be saying things like, oh, we want a civil war so we can get rid of all the maggots. Okay. You do know that goes both ways. And a lot of us that are what you call maggots, we've been preparing for years for all sorts of contingencies and things that could happen. We've been equipping. We've been forming mutual assistance groups. We've been training. We've been preparing. Like I said today, I called earlier this week for my people to get together, go over our plans. And there's only a handful of them that I ever actually see in my mutual assistance group. And that handful of them were unavailable due to work or family. And I understand that. But at some point, everyone's going to have to get real. And we're going to have to get ready. Because this is coming. It is happening. I've been saying it's going to be coming, and I've been told that I'm fear-mongering. I saw the writing on the wall years ago. That's why I have the gear I have. That's why I've always had the gear I've had. That's why I always make the videos I make. But the fact is that a bunch of you, a bunch of our commenters, a bunch of our viewers, and a bunch of people out there who don't heed my warning until now, and now they're panicking. My only advice to them was you should have been getting geared up and getting ready years ago when I told you to. So, well, I didn't want to make this video, but the line's been drawn. Rather, you're in one of the Federalist states, as everybody's calling it on Twitter, or X, or whatever, or you're in one of the states that sided with Texas. If you're a true American, you probably already were getting ready, and you probably already were preparing. But things are about to get spicy, guys. 2024 is starting off in not a good direction. We have possible World War III that they keep trying to push us into. And now we have this. And yeah, I'm drinking an adult beverage because might be the last one I get to enjoy for a while. So, maybe you guys should have your kits ready, just in case. And those of you with wives and children, maybe you should hold them close, because you might not get to see them for a while if things kick off the way they're going. I know I'm going to step up to defend my community, to defend my family, and defend my state if things kick off. What are you going to do? This isn't a call to action, but this is to make you think. We are on the precipice of a second civil war, as well as being on the precipice of World War III. We have communists openly calling for it. We have communists openly calling for the end of any prepared citizen or any American who wants to make America secure, who wants our borders to secure, or our borders secured. Think about that. Leftist communists, and that's what they are calling for it. I don't know about you, but that's not a good situation in my eyes. It's not a good thing that a state had to step up and do the job of the federal government, because the federal government refused to do the one of the few things they're told to do, or one of the few things the Constitution explicitly instructs them to do. They're not doing. So, it should really make you concerned for your children, for your family, and I said I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to have to make a video like this. This has been weighing heavily on me. So, this is Stag with Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. And I will see you in the wasteland.